host, Ricky Tick.
Hey, how the hell are you? It's Gunny here again to do the history with you. Not presidents today, but we're going over the Bill of Rights today. So the Bill of Rights, there are amendments. So amendment is to change. So our Constitution was going to be ratified without our rights. So let that soak in for just a minute. Now, the biggest deal was the Federalist, who's going to be John Jay, Alexander Hamilton, douchebag, and James Madison. They believe that the Constitution only gave power to the government with certain rights, and they left the rest in states. And that's a very, very vague way of putting it. For the Anti-Federalists, and these are going to be different people, such as like Robert Yates, George Clinton, not that one. And then the other one is a guy named by the name of Richard Henry Lee. Anti-Federalists think that the government is way too powerful. So when it comes down to the ratification, they dig in and say, we're not going to ratify it unless you get a Bill of Rights in there. All right. We need specific rights for the people, and that's it. And, of course, begrudgingly, finally, Madison goes, okay, I'll go home and write you some rights, which he does. He does like a pimp, too, like a boss. He goes home and he pins the amendment. So first thing is, you get the freedom to talk, then you get the freedom to shoot, then you get the freedom to no vacancy of the troops, which is always good. Then you get the freedom to not have people who look through your shit without good reason, which is always a good one. I always like that one. Then the fifth, you have the freedom to shut the fuck up and not get in trouble for it with the Fifth Amendment. So that's always good. Next one is you have the right to lawyer up, which basically means a speedy trial. And yeah, so that also leads to another one later on. Next one's you have the freedom to not have your pants pulled down over the price.
I don't want to have my pants pulled down over the price.
Big common argument we have now with a lot of people decriminalizing drugs. So you're not going to spend 20 years in jail for like slinging dope. Weed. Right, like the whole white boy Rick thing. So you're not gonna be put to death for like a speeding ticket. Is pretty much what that means. The next one is the right to be confused, and that's number 9. Number 9 is the one that just because it's not written down doesn't mean the government can hit you for it. And this one's like a blanket statement, whatever else. And the last one is the freedom to state. And I call that the freedom to state because this is basically rules that are not covered by the Constitution now fall in the lap of the state, and that's where you get a lot of state decisions. So once again, with the Anti-Federalists digging in and saying, nah, you're not going to push any bullshit past us, we get our Bill of Rights, and there you go. So once again, stay frosty, gunning out.